Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on a very important concept which is going to be around judging or checking someone's prevalent ongoing time period. Because guys, many times when people book their consultation, the very first thing which they ask is how my next year is going to be, or for someone who has got a specific objectives or goals to achieve. So this person will definitely try to scrutinize his chart, his ongoing or upcoming time period from that perspective, that whatsoever I'm trying to achieve right now at in my life, am I gonna be able to succeed over there? Is my ongoing time period is supporting that? So that is something which we are trying to understand, or we will try to decode in this video. So guys, this is going to be a combination of everything, like what kind of yogas you have in your chart, because unless and until you do not have a yoga for something, so if and you are putting your efforts in the wrong direction, so then neither the dasha nor the transit can give you that. It's going to be failed efforts. Second thing is that definitely in many cases what I have seen is that your moon has to be in a strengthened state. Otherwise, you will find people miserable even after achieving so many things, or even irrespective of having everything in their life, they are still complaining, they are still whining. So the objective of this video is that we all in our different stages of life are trying to achieve something. So someone who is in India and preparing, putting his heart and soul, all of his hard work to clear a government job exam, which in India is a big thing because there is a lot of competition over there. Someone who is trying to target or preparing for a very important movie role, someone is working very hard for some beauty pageant title and all. So if you have to look at your chart and you have to judge that, is my dasha right now running favorable, or let's not call it dasha, is my time supportive right now for that success or not? So what could be the parameters of that? That is something which we will try to understand in this video. So guys, because see, when we talk about becoming a good medium, becoming a good psychic, or becoming a good astrologer, it's not like that astrology only comes into play when you have opened your chart. You have to be all the time observant around the way cosmic vibrations, nature, cosmos, they all are interacting with you. Like the way guys, for me, definitely I do not see myself as much of a good mathematician, which is a very strong eligibility required to do good in astrology. But moreover, I see like I'm all the time trying to recite the name of God, and I always remain very attuned towards nature. I'm very much attached to all aspects of nature, animals, birds, oceans, mountains, appreciating nature in any form. And like that is the only reason. It's like many times what happen is that whatsoever is the time governing around me, I get the hint of that, I get the hunches of that. So I will share one very simple and very small example, then we will switch to our today's discussion. So day before yesterday, what happened, and this is a question for all the audience as well. I will look forward to your answer in the comment section. So there is a missing persons poster in all around in Vancouver. So it's like that time, and I guess I was waiting for bus. And I was just standing there, and somehow I don't know what intrigued me. I was looking at that missing persons poster over there, and I suddenly looked at the chart. Okay, let's look at the prashna, or let's look at that if I have to see pertaining to this question, what is the what is the nature is indicating right at this point. And because it was a thing of day before yesterday, right now when I'm recording this video, moon is in, I guess, Scorpio. Moon is in Scorpio. So it was, moon was in Libra, conjunct with Ketu. So let me give you a basic example. So even at the time when I checked the chart, the Lagan was ascendant for that question was Libra, Moon and Ketu in the first house, Mars and Venus in the 10th house, 11th house Lord, Sun in the 8th house. So now you have to answer me. What do you think? What could be the answer of the question of the situation? My best of the wishes, blessings, prayers that missing person should be found out very soon, safe healthy and hearty, but just because for an astrology research point of view, what do you think for this question's answer? What could be the outcome? So yes guys, now switching to our point of discussion. So guys, over there, definitely the way many astrologers have come to this conclusion that there are certain dashas which tend to remain very supportive. Out of that, if I were to mention that in a sequence, so the dasha of your ascendant lord, dasha of your 9th house lord, and dasha of your 10th house lord is always very supportive. Ascendant lord dasha is important because this is a time when you will execute or do those things for which your soul has taken the human form, for which your soul has taken birth. 9th house lord's dasha is always supportive. It's like divine, it's like your luck is supporting you in all steps. 10th house lord dasha tend to remain very supportive in this way, that because whatsoever actions you need to perform, your planetary vibrations will drive you or put you in those situations, in those circumstances only. Now guys, definitely as you know that dashas tend to remain of very long period of time. So all what matters is that even if you have to break it down, so what I have seen is that breaking it down till the pratantar dasha can actually give you deeper insight. And like the way we say this thing, the day on which the event is going to be taking place in your life, that specific day moon has to even promise that in that day's transit in your natal chart. But the way you can understand it is Mahadasha actually plays the role of laying the foundation for you. The Antardasha definitely do create the situations and circumstances, and it's ultimately the Pratantar Dasha. You can take it to the Sukshma Dasha as well, but I would say that till Pratantar Dasha as well, you start getting this hunch, this feeling that you are heading in the right direction. After that guys, when we talk about the role which in this as well, important is that your planets have to be in a strengthened state as well, like the way we talked about the dasha of the ascendant lord. Now if ascendant lord in itself is weak, it's debilitated, then you might not be able to put forth your best energies. If 9th lord is weak, then you might not get the best support of the luck. And if the 10th house lord is weak, then it could be a possibility that you might be putting your efforts in the wrong direction. I mentioned this thing at the beginning of this video, that ultimately your chart has to promise that what you're trying to achieve. If that yoga you do not have in your chart, in your life, then it means you are putting your efforts in the wrong direction. So all these entities are very important. After that guys, when we talk about the transit, so transit definitely plays a important role, because what I have seen in my research is that our ongoing dashas affect us on a personal level, but the transit of the planets, it actually plays a very pivotal role in aligning the outer circumstances favorable to us. Over there as well guys, specifically Jupiter's transit is very important, specifically if your aspiration is connected with when we talk about getting married, buying your first home, or anything to do with the progeny, childbirth, or anything to do with the education, or foreign university admission over there. So Jupiter plays a very important role. And guys, when we talk about Saturn, so Saturn definitely has got a very strong say over all of our actions, over all of our karma. So because of which Saturn has to promise that. And definitely if your aspiration is of something where you have to influence the masses, anything which you have to do on a bigger level, on a level of authority, on a level of power, on a level of influence, so Saturn has to promise that. So that is the thing which you have to see in the transit. After that guys, one thing which I have seen which works very strongly is that if you will find that the maturity of the planets is getting overlapped with the ongoing dasha and your aspiration. So let's say for example, as you know, I will explain that in a very simple language, that in our Vedic astrology, planets have assigned a specific age of maturity. Like for example, Jupiter matures at 16 years of age, Sun matures at 22nd, Moon 24, Venus 25, Mars 28, Mercury 32, Saturn 36, Rahu 42, and Ketu 48. So let's say for example, if you are like you are 21 years of age, and let's say for example you are a Leo Lagna person and your ascendant Lord Sun is exalted in the 9th house. Over and above that, your Dasha is also in the Antar Dasha, your sun is operating, or this could be in the Pratantar Dasha as well. And over and above that, you are also trying to get into a government job. You are preparing for those exams. So now we have so many eligibilities which are getting fulfilled. Your chart is promising something, your ongoing time period is promising that, and over and above that, you're putting your efforts in the right direction, and that specific planet which is responsible or which represents that field is also getting matured in your chart at the same time, then the possibility of attainment becomes very strong. So that is one rule, guys, which I have seen to be working, operating in so many levels. Like the way, for example, in my case as well, if I were to share my own chart, so in my case, my Mars is very strong. My ascendant Lord is Aries. My ascendant Lord Mars is placed in the Scorpio. My 4 planets are placed in the nakshatra of Mars, which is Dhanishta. And over and above that, I even if you will go by the numerology, my destiny number, life path number, ultimate number, personality number, heart number, all the numbers are 9, being ruled by the planet Mars. And trust me, guys, the year in which I started my YouTube channel, because I do not see any of the major big achievements in my life before that. It's the obviously I was in the pursuit of learning astrology and all, but it was only helping me on my own personal spiritual growth. But professionally, or making a mark in the world, or I would say in a very simple language, finding my purpose, my calling. So YouTube actually played a very important role over there. So that was the 28 years of age. Year vibration was also, it was 2016. If you will make a sum total of that, that will also give you number 9, and my personal year number, everything was getting aligned. So that is the way you can see that whenever your ongoing dashas are kind of overlapping with the maturity of the planet, you have that yoga in your chart, and you are putting your efforts in the right direction, chances of finding success in that specific time become very strong. After that, guys, definitely in certain lagnas, because I will not go in detail of it, because I have already made exclusive videos on all the lagnas on my channel, that for Aries Lagna, Taurus Lagna, Gemini Lagna, which all planets are favorable, which planet is Yokaraka, which all gemstones you can consider wearing, which all devatas or gods are favorable to your Lagna. I have already made exclusive elaborative videos in that playlist. But definitely, guys, the concept of Yokaraka plays a very important role as well. So like the way we say this thing, that for the certain Lagnas, like for the Cancer and the Leo Lagna, Mars becomes very important. For the Capricorn, Aquarius, Venus becomes the Yokaraka, and for the Taurus and the Libra, Saturn becomes the Yokaraka. So the concept of Yokaraka is very simple. Over there, you get the strength, you get the support of both the angular, like, because Yokaraka planet has got the rulership of one of the angular bhava, which is considered as the Vishnu Sthana, which means that a strong foundation. And another house ruled by Yokaraka planet is of the trine house, which is about the grace. So grace and strong foundation. So the divine grace helps you get the foundation in your life. So because of which, if along with all these concepts which we have mentioned about the dasha or time period of the 1st house lord, 9th house lord, 10th house lord, and the overlapping it with the maturity of the planets, and along with that, if somehow in the Antardasha, Pratantar Dasha, if the same, all of these entities are also making a combination with the Yokaraka planet for your Lagna, then this could also be supportive of that. So yes, guys, like, because in a lot of my consultation, people keep on asking me this question about how is my time going, or how my next year is going to be. So it's not that complicated, it's not that difficult to decode. All what matters is that how planetary time period is affecting you, which all houses are right now activated in your life, and are you putting your efforts in the right direction, which your chart is indicating, which the prevalent time is indicating right now. That is all what matters. So yes, guys, after this I will look forward to the response, and in the same sequence only I'm thinking about including some of the yogas, Raj yogas, and the maturity of the house as well, in order to put more light in this topic, because this is a very important concept. At the end of the day, all what we want to know through astrology is that how my time is going, or how my upcoming time is going to be. So over there, this concept or this playlist could prove to be very informational. So yes guys, for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad.